Hi folks! Here comes Sparks' career, Part 8, 2015, Franz Ferdinand Sparks, 2017, Hippopotamus. Here we go.
So may we start. It's time to start. I'm waiting by the loading dock for you. A TV and guitar in hock for you. Come on, girl. Come on and give me a ring. Come on, girl. Pick up and ring. Come on and pick up and why don't you call, girl? 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 I'll give a blow and Adderall for you. So why that dough and spend it all on you? So call, girl. Come on and give me a ring. Call, girl. Pick up and ring. Come on and pick up and why don't you call, girl? 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 I realize it's me who makes advances, all advances, and I realize arrangements come from me. It's me who always wants to meet. So come on, girl, come on and pick up and ring. Come on, girl, pick up and ring.
Unnatural marriages have not been lacking in pop music, for better and often for worse, in a society addicted to the what the fuck and the explosion of niches. And sometimes, right in the middle of these unlikely collaborations, associations emerge that make us say, but why didn't anyone think of this before? The meeting of the minds behind Franz Ferdinand and Sparks certainly falls into this category. Johnny Delusional.
Some might find me borderline attractive from afar, but afar is not where I can stay, and there you are. Though I want you, I know I haven't a chance, still I want you. Johnny Delusional here. I know yes and no in a couple dozen other languages, but your form of no is the kind of look I can't deny. Tell me your persisting sound stupidity the same. Tell me is resistance so enticing? Please explain. Though I want you, I know I haven't a chance, still I want you. Johnny Delusional here. Though I want you, I know I haven't a chance, still I want you. Johnny Delusional here. Paging Mr. Delusional. You're wanted at the desk. Paging Mr. Delusional. You're wanted at the front desk.
2015. American veterans Sparks and Scots Franz Ferdinand surprised everyone by releasing an album together under the name FFS. A friendly and generational clash between two bands that share a sophisticated yet impactful vision of pop music. They continued their honeymoon on stage all summer. At the time of its leader, Alex Capranos' birth, Sparks' early albums were being released, which didn't stop him from being a huge fan of the duo, whom he was always cited in the interviews, enough for the Mel brothers to take an interest in his band. The result, FFS, was born, delivering the kind of record that obviously sparks curiosity. We dreamed of a world where music would be expressive and melodic, deeply emotional without falling into melodrama, comments Ron Mel. Conveniently, their audience feels the same. To my knowledge, this is the first time such a phenomenon has occurred. Two major bands from two distinct generations merging into one single vessel. Dictator's Son.
Fearful men and women afraid of them, but learning the family trade, my interest began to fade. I'm a dictator's son, born with a silver gun, in a country that's half insane, in a country that's banned the rain. He kept his eye on me, knew I had plans to flee. Strangely today it rained, I have to bid my fate. Fasten your seatbelts, so soon we'll land at LAX. Hope to see you again. Fasten your seatbelts, so soon we'll land at LAX. Hope to see you again. Fasten your seatbelts, so soon we'll land at LAX. Hope to see you again. Somewhat reluctantly, I tell her sit down with me. We order drinks and wait. Small talk is getting late. One thing you ought to know before we up and go. Hope it don't spoil the fun, but I'm a dictator's son. It's a 60s soul, Nat King Cole, Harry Street, Bundesliga. I'm into wings and dip, girls who strip, diesel flicks, party mix. I'm into Hugo Boss, dental floss, party cruise, Jordan shoes. I'm into Instagram, dance and jam, co-ed knees, BLTs. This is how we roll a dictator's son. 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 Someday I'll return with the rebel force, over to my father and change the course of history for all of my countrymen. But I cannot tell you exactly when. Cause this is how we roll a dictator's son. 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 Someday I'll return with the rebel force, over to my father and change the course.
The Californians and Scots exchanged emails to write FFS, and then recorded it in London over 2 weeks, sharing meals and extracurricular activities. This collaboration, in which the two entities managed to reinvent themselves in a mirror-like fashion, exchanging their fluids and mutualizing their energy, resulted in 12 sophisticated, melodic and powerful pop songs. Alex Capranos' warm and measured voice perfectly dialogues with the fiery falsetto of Russell Mel. Police Encounters.
From the West Coast, gonna take a plane. Hit the East Coast, gonna take an A train. Hit the East Coast, going all the way. Why don't you come to Harlem? All the space we had to see, but I remained in Harlem. Had to pay my parking fees. Felt just like P.T. Barnum. Caught a couple bitter plays. I should have stayed in Harlem. Then I heard a policeman say, I think we should decide. policeman's wife, the policeman's wife, the policeman's wife, the policeman's wife. Police encounters. Police encounters. Police encounters. Police encounters. Unions went on strike today, but I remained in Harlem. I've got eyes for the policeman's wife in the dyed black hair and the bony night. As I see her staring there and low in the dyed black hair and the android phone. Police encounters.
None of us considers ourselves a rock band, explains Capranos. Our goal is to grab people by the throat, to wake them up, while being capable of sonic complexity. Why label ourselves? Adds Ron Mel. There's no way we're going to deprive ourselves of 80s electro, 70s disco, or 60s rock and roll. And if we can mix them in a single song, even better. With Franz Ferdinand, we are on the same wavelength. We'd rather the audience hate our album than be indifferent to it. So many bridges.
Places, they all look the same. I'll dive in, I'll save you again. But friendship has limits, you know. So how long, how far will you go? So many bridges in the world to jump off of. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. The places, they all look the same. Same sharp girls, same salary men. Capricious, that's how you explain. Capricious, or maybe insane. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. So many bridges in the world to jump off of. They all look the same. Same buildings, same punctual trains. Resentment is building in me, but somehow I cannot break.
The oblique guitar of the British blend seamlessly with the effervescent keyboards of the unflappable Ron, the genius Marxist, Groucho Tendency, who, for the first time, has agreed to share his production secrets. From ultra-catchy bombshells to ballads, this wild carousel, almost without weakness, honors beyond all expectations the promise that this unexpected and improbable marriage has birthed. The Man Without a Town.
Strolling into town, he had the wildest collar and the butter scene around. The girls were all drooling as they hummed a lullaby. The men were all suspicious, but they didn't know just why. The man without a tan, he's a threat to you and me. He has the this. I'm sure an entertainer with a little bit of this. Our rugged handsomeness is no match for the man without a tan. 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 The man without a tan, he had to walk around the town. He found their only restaurant and ended in a town. He ordered Coca-Cola with some lemon but no ice. He reached into his pocket and he found his lucky dice. He finished up his cola and the waitress thought so soon. He looked a little bit like Harry Cooper in High Noon. He left to find the movie theater, it was shut down. It seemed like there were lots of things that had been shut down. Our rugged handsomeness is no match for the man without a tan. 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 On her landline telephone, she thought I couldn't hear, but she really should have known. The man without a tan was on the line of being cute. I stood back in the shadows, I was fuming in my boots. Our rugged handsomeness is no match for the man without a tan. The man without a tan. 20 years of passing out, the man without a tan. Get away from every rugged handsome man. I'm the man without a tan. The man without a tan. And then you came right out with it and said you are my man. Then you came right out with it and said you are my man. I'm the man without a hippopotamus, a hippopotamus in my pool. There's a hippopotamus, a hippopotamus, a hippopotamus in my pool. How did it get there? How did it get there? How did it get there? I don't know. How did it get there? How did it get there? How did it get there? I don't know. There's a book by Anonymous, a book by Anonymous, a book by Anonymous in my pool. There's a book by Anonymous, a book by Anonymous, and a hippopotamus in my pool. No, I've not read it. No, I've not read it. When it dries out, I'll have a go. How did it get there? How did it get there? How did it get there? I don't know. Someone must have been fooling around. Someone must have been acting a clown. Someone must have been taking a piss and acting like this. There's a painting by Hieronymus Bosch, by Hieronymus Bosch, by Hieronymus in my pool. There's a painting by Hieronymus Bosch, by Hieronymus Bosch, by Hieronymus in my pool. How did it get there? How did it get there? How did it get there? Sure beats me. Must be a late work, must be a late work. One of his late works, obviously. There's a Volkswagen microbus, a Volkswagen microbus, a Volkswagen microbus in my pool. A 58 microbus, a 58 microbus, a 58 microbus in my pool. A hippie is driving, a hippie is driving, a trippy old hippie, poor, poor guy. A hippie is driving, a hippie is driving. I throw him a towel, here, go get dry. Someone must have been acting real cute. Someone wearing a symphony suit. Someone must have gone over her laugh, throwing a hippo and then a giraffe.
There's a hippopotamus in my pool. What is it doing here? I don't know. There's Titus Andronicus with a tuba in my pool. He dives in. He's an excellent swimmer. Titus Andronicus is William Shakespeare's first tragedy, and certainly the bloodiest. The Billboard top of 2017 was a concentrate of gloom. Between Despacito, Ed Sheeran, and rappers competing in vulgarity, we were almost obliged to praise Taylor Swift. That say a lot about the state of things. And then a charming surprise appeared. A hippopotamus in a bathtub. Scandinavian design.
Time and space intertwined, elegance, simple lines, Scandinavian design. I've got nothing, just a table and two chairs, but I know that everything I need is there. Every line, every shape, sculptural, no escape. It's Scandinavian design. Sometimes she comes over, I think I know why. Says the sky has bored her, what's wrong with the sky? Who am I to tell her out all that she thinks about? It's Scandinavian design. She stayed over and we slept on wooden floors. She gets up at 8 and tiptoes to the door. She turns round, subtle wave, arms attuned by Sam and Dave. Scandinavian design. Every line, every shape, sculptural, no escape. Scandinavian design. I've got nothing, just a table and two chairs, but they're beautiful and I just stand and stare.
Eight years after the release of Creature of the Deep, Sparks was back, with their incredible sense of melody that still dazzle, and despite being in their 70s, their energy and Tex-Avery style humor remain unchanged. It's clear that the collaboration with Franz Ferdinand has boosted the Mel brothers. You need look no further for this surge of motivation and inspiration. We hold here what will likely go down in history as the best pop music album of the decade, at least the best from the two brothers since Kimono. This is indeed pop music, in the broadest sense. Sparks, who have explored a multitude of musical styles over a long career, glam rock, new wave, art rock, disco, electro-dance, classical, musical theater, seems to have aimed to synthesize it all, built in 43 years of expertise, a perilous endeavor, and they succeeded. Across the 15 songs, almost all memorable and catchy, you'll find guitars, beats, piano, synthetic violins, French-style accordion, and even a hint of hip-hop in the stunning Giddy Giddy.
We're giddy, 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 our entire city. Each and every person, the epitome of giddiness. We're giddy, 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 our entire city. Everyone displaying an immense amount of giddiness. And I'm a traveling man in a foreign land. Often I suppress my inherent giddiness until I'm finally home. Throw away the comb, kick up off my heels, and resume my giddiness. And I'll resume my giddiness. We're giddy, 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 strutting round the city. How are you? a scientific group to analyze our giddiness. Their water ain't too giddy, their diet ain't too giddy. We're prettier than they are, but they're infinitely giddier. Giddy, 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 their entire city. Each and every person, the epitome of giddiness. The giddy, 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 their entire city. Everyone displaying an immense amount of giddiness. We can clear that down, never, never stop. Endorphins really.
As for the lyrics, humor is the only thing that truly reveals the age of the captains. In the best sense of the term, their thoughts are certainly amusing, but also subtle and filled with surreal wisdom. For example, their biting critique of a piety that ultimately exasperates God himself in "What the hell is it this time?"
Historically, we make an appeal to something greater than we are when we need to heal. But don't concern him with your little band-aid affair. His temper will flare, he'll rise from his chair. What the hell is it this time? My God is great, my God is good, he loves every man. But show consideration when you pray in demands. His plate is filled with famine and with limos and air. If Barcelona wins, he really don't care. What the hell is it this time? What the hell is it this time? Invested for redemption 20 times in the past, and 20 times he's granted it, and again you have asked. But 20 is the limit, and he's now getting beefed. But when he gets beefed, it's not to be believed. What the hell is it this time? What the hell is it this time? My God is great, my God is good, he loves every man. He loves every man, he loves every man. My God is great, my God is good, but show some restraint. If you're feeling faint, appeal to a saint. What the hell is it this time? It's you again, you get on my nerves. What the hell is it this time? I've millions to serve, you get on my nerves.
It would be futile to discuss each of the 15 songs of this mosaic called Hippopotamus. What connection is there between the missionary position, Scandinavian furniture, and the assassination of Lincoln? Why this duality between the violent England of Shakespeare and the softness of France, two nations cherished by the brothers? Mine illustrated by Edith Piaf and also Leos Carax, a prefiguration of their collaboration on Annette, maybe, their award-winning film. Edith Piaf say it better than I could. I regret nothing. A lovely song, but not for me. Live fast and die young? Too late for that.
It's a heartwarming song for the easily moved. The effect is all wrong. Plain to see I'm not moved. As I stand in the light of a shop that is closed, God, I'd love me a fight. There's no poem, just prose. Edith Piaf said it better than me. Je ne regrette rien. Pretty song, but not intended for me. Time to put some music on. There were no smoky dives. Few What's so strong, you're a flame. When sorry time's up.
Not to mention everything that landed in the Mills Brothers pool. A Volkswagen van, a painting by Bosch, a Chinese woman with an abacus, and, of course, an hippopotamus. It's a surprisingly coherent little world just waiting to be discovered. With Hippopotamus, Sparks delivers a magnificent retrospective achievement, a joyful summary of a multifaceted career marked by discoveries. The duo's abilities never to rest on their laurels and their refusal to take themselves too seriously have been the essential ingredients of their fertile musical craftsmanship. There's no doubt that the pool from which the two brothers watch us with a sly smile is fed by a fountain of youth. Life with a Macbeth.
All the dreaming and scheming and playing games are enough to draw millions each week. The same station, same time, new views.
Raving of harmony turn around. All that blood and ambition so born around. Our public and fools.
Life without Macbeth is now on view.
As the cameras are rolling, we roll our eyes. But our life still demands that we hide our sides. One season, that's all you'll see.
As the lady inspires me to depths unseen, killing all in my way somewhere yet unseen. The ratings are off the charts. Life without Macbeth, both taught and smart. Our public, the public enthused.
This podcast is over. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, your comments are welcome, as are your subscription. And don't forget that
You can ring my bell,
wishing you well. Ciao a tutti!
when